I am next.
The I Am Next show, you already know. We're here with myself, Mr. I Am Next, the one and only Lashwanarose, and the guy himself, Mr. Samuel. SYWS.
Oh, God.
Introduce him properly, man.
Yeah, we're here with the one and only SYWS, House of Furs resident.
All of that.
I'm alright, still I'm decent.
Yeah.
I'm decent, I can't complain. What are you saying? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Just here, ready to get into this interview, pick your little brain, see how we're going.
My little brain.
Yeah. Let's go,
It's
man.
amazing. All right, Sam, I'm going to start with this question. Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you scared of heights?
I think everyone's born with a certain sense of that, but like I'm not scared of heights to the point where I can't go on heights.
Okay.
Like, I've gone on roller coasters and all that stuff. I like that thrill.
When you did your bird's eye view video,
Oh yeah.
how did you feel?
Do you know what? When I done bird's eye view, it was work mode. Like I
Just like,
I
it just
didn't
has to be
feel no
done.
fear. There's only one moment where I actually thought about it,
Yeah.
and that's when I was doing the one where I was against the wall, and I said, "Rah, like if I were to drop," because it was actually two guys
Yeah.
holding me. Do you know what I mean? So from the Czech Republic, he's holding me because I was in Prague shooting that video.
Okay.
So they were just pulling the rope, and other than that, though, it was work mode. Like, and it took a lot of strain on my core to do it and to maintain the position. So I was in work mode, man. I wasn't scared of no heights.
I would have been shitting myself. I swear to God, like shame bricks.
They might not be able to hold me up, but
I mean, they need about 4 man.
yeah, definitely, maybe
But-
5.
Yeah, and
I mean,
was
don't
sick,
gash
though.
yourself. About 5.
But I think the video ended up coming out good.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, it's a sick video.
The tape's out as well. Good body of work.
Appreciate that.
So the tape's called Sorry You Were Saying. Explain the title, where it came from, why you called it that one.
It actually initially started from a track I'd recorded, called that, where I had said "Sorry You Were Saying." It actually didn't get the cut on the project in the end, but I kind of liked that phrase because it was kind of showed the angle of kind of just being in your head a bit. It's like, oh, sorry, you were saying like and that's kind of how I was feeling at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? And just dealing with everything and maintaining music and trying to create music and put out music. So. That kind of just stuck with me, and then the abbreviation I thought was kind of cool too. So I thought, yeah, let's go with that as a title.
First track produced by Charmer. The intro. For me, I feel like the intro is very important to every tape as it brings you into the world, the story. 100%. But I feel like the most important part was those questions, and I wanted to ask why those questions. Why wasn't it just it went straight into musically, and you had to actually have those questions? Obviously, the young lady's asking the questions to yourself. Yeah. But why?
Shout out Val, because she'll kill me if I don't shout her out for the intro. But that came about spontaneously as well. That's why I liked it, because we were just chatting, and in a voice note, she just broke into that. So like, you just get catching up with someone, and she said, "So boom, how are you? And she just went off like that, and I was like, I'm using that.
Yeah.
I told her straight away, I'm using that. It's just kind of how I knew how I'd want to use that sort of thing, and it was so fitting in terms of how I was feeling and the tone of like how I felt like the whole city's feeling, and almost the whole world, this sort of mood, and everyone's kind of in this introspective sort of state, because of course we're talking about it more, and mental health and all these sort of things are becoming more relevant. It just felt like it made sense. Do you know what I mean? These are questions that have to be asked, and it was fitting with the tone of the project that I had so far. So I just pictured, I want to start off with like that, and it drops into a certain sort of groove, and that's how I want to introduce the project. I want to take people on a journey and put them in a certain state whilst they enter the project. Do you know what I mean? And I felt it was perfect for it.
Digesting everything else.
Yeah.
I think it was epic, man. Like the whole project's solid.
Thank you.
And like, even when you're saying that you felt like you were in a headspace, I also feel like this project is also a letter from yourself to the fans, as well as yourself.
I like that. I like that you said that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I get that vibe as well. But going back to the intro, I think personally, do you listen to a lot of albums, like bodies of work?
Yeah and no. Like I've fallen off a bit because I'll be so stuck in what I'm doing. And I'm trying to break that down now. But I do appreciate lots of bodies of work, and I've come from a place of really appreciating bodies of work. Do you know what I'm saying? And I want to aspire to have that sort of effect when I put a body.
Do you know the reason why I asked that though is because I think intros for tapes and stuff are the most important things ever, and your one comes in like an intro, like a perfect intro. It's
Yeah.
grand, like the instrumental on it, like you hit
Shout
the
out Charmer.
perfect beat and everything else. Like every time I listen to it, I was like, yes, this is the intro.
Yeah,
And I'm an
that's so
intro
sick.
person. Like
Yeah.
your intro has to
That's
be hard.
No, I'm just glad you appreciate it like that, and I think people got it. They understood it like that, so I'm happy that I executed that well.
You did.
Do you know what I'm saying? And Charmer, like when we sat down, I kind of showed him how I wanted it to be, and he done it well. He's in the booth cooking. Shout out Meron T as well, who does the backing vocals.
Okay.
So
yeah.
they're quite subtle, but it's so beautiful, and it really brings up the track. But yeah, that's like from the projects, like from listening to Kendrick, The Weeknd, whoever it is, even
Yeah.
Drake and other people, like there's a real sense of, okay, this is something, I'm taking you to my space, and that's what I want to do, and I want to show people that you could do that as well, because it's so lit, everything that's happening now, and everything moving fast, and trap music where that is in the UK, and UK music is lit, but there's a side of it that, you know, like I want to express as well, so I choose to put that through what I do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like you can hear that in not just in the intro, but in the whole project as a whole. You can hear the effort that was put into it. Do you know what I mean? Like as you're saying, a lot of things is very fast paced. It's not, I wouldn't say throwaway, but you can class it as throwaway. Do you get what I mean? And yeah, I feel like the effort that was put into it, you can hear it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is amazing to me, because like I know how much you obviously take pride in your art and your work. And then you got Town Down. It goes straight into Town Down.
Boom.
Boom. The
That
energy.
video is my favorite video ever right now. I
Swear down.
to God.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like seriously.
Writing like
Listen,
that.
when I say, do you know what it is? I'm a big like Busta Rhyme kind of video type
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
and it
that's the
gave me a
influence.
lot of the vibes
That's
for
the
like
influence.
give me some more and those kind of.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I saw this video, I was like, nah, he did it and he executed it well.
Very
like,
well.
there's a lot of people that try, you know, and they can't do it.
Shout out Ella Violetta, the director. You know, Stupid. That's the film. That's the production company. We had that treatment for like a year. We had that treatment for like a year. We was gonna use that for another song, and we just said let's hold on it, and you know, making sure you have the right budget and everything to execute it. And then we got to a place where it's like Town Down was there, and I was having to shoot, and it made sense. So they done their thing on that, man. And it was like you're saying, there's the Busta Rhymes influence, Ludacris, even like Missy Elliott, and then even like Ali G. There's a lot of Ali G references, for example, the car and stuff, and the of exaggeration. So that's what we try to capture with that. I think it's cool, like taking it there with a video like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it felt very natural. Like it didn't feel like you were brought out of a comfort zone. It felt like this is a part
That's my
of
kind.
fam.
Yeah, hard, and that's what I want people to understand. Like the sort of spectrum that I kind of
The versatility.
yeah, and just the way like I could be like this and I could be like that. Do you know what I mean? Just a human being, and I think people could resonate with it. So I'm happy that I'm at a place where people get that. Do you know what I'm saying? And they get me by, and I've been able to do it in a way that is can communicate with people. I even feel like I'm driven to do better. Like I think I done well with everything, but I know how I could do so much better coming off that project. Just little things and going into a new one, and you know, communicating these like big ideas well, and do you know what I mean, in a way that people can really connect with it. That's the aim now, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
And that one's produced by Clones.
No. Town Down's produced by
That was
Chucks.
Chucks. That was it.
Why did you call it Town Down and not Downtown?
See, look,
Yeah.
this is one thing I'm talking about. I called it Town Down because I was playing on the thing of saying like upside downtown. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
yeah.
I was just playing on that. This is all kind of
Just
loopy
flipping
and it's let's flip it.
Yeah.
Town Down. But one thing I clocked is that it's confused loads of people.
Yeah.
Like some people even calling it touchdown and that. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, like simplify certain things. And do you know what I mean? And there's just these certain things that don't have to. Just understanding what goes and what doesn't. Do you know what I mean? But it's these are light mistakes. These are good mistakes because I can learn from it and know how to propel my team beyond that. Because I know that, you know what I mean, the flair's always there.
Yeah.
So it's just about being able to bring it out and stay motivated to do that. But yeah, that's why I called it Town Down. And loads of people just call it different stuff, really. But I don't mind. People connect with the track. You know what I'm saying? If I play it, you're gonna
It's a
connect with
vibe,
it
man.
regardless of the
fact.
name.
It bangs.
And, I feel like after that it goes straight into Bird's Eye View,
Yeah,
which is another epic one. And like for me, like obviously the thought process of it is literally just as the name of the track, just your bird's eye view of things. Like what was your thought process behind that track as well?
Bird's Eye View. Shout out Clones on the production. Bird's Eye View is very personal. Like a lot of the project, but it's like that track there was just like me again. It's kind of encapsulating the mood of the whole project. Do you know what I'm saying? In a fiery sort of vibe. You kind of got the hook, and it's talking about like like relationships and trying to balance that with ambition, and then people around you and looking at other people and feeling like, okay, whatever, do you know what I'm saying? And all these sort of things, that's what the track was about, do you know what I'm saying? Like, look at all the lies they feed, brainwashing you and me, like, how could I doubt myself? Like, got me feeling like a neek. I'm saying, like, rah, like, how am I, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm still bringing it back, and it's a very passionate track. That's why we went there with the video.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what I love. Again, I'm repeating myself, but I love that about the project. It's like, even though it's a letter from Sam to the fans, to the audience, it's like, it's relatable. It's like, I'll listen to that when I'm going through my shit. Like, bro, I can never doubt myself. I'm the GOAT. Do you get what I mean? So it's like,
that's the energy, like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
But it's like,
it's
get
that
like
motivation within that, and it's real. It actually does get like that.
Yeah, especially I feel like I'm quite a confident person. I've been very confident from young, but when I get to a point where it's like, bro, you start thinking, it's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? But as an artist, it's my duty I feel like to present that in a way. Do you know what I mean? Present my truths in a way that it can communicate with people, and it's like you can relate to, and it's like, that's sick. Do you know what I'm saying? We could decorate stuff, but it's always cool to bring it back to that. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think the whole tape just gives us a nice insight on who you are, because obviously we see House of Pharaohs and we see them as a group, but we don't really get to dig in. And then even when you drop singles, we still don't get to dig in. So like, it's nice to gain like how you feel about the industry, how you feel about life, how you feel about relationships and stuff like that. It's nice.
Yeah, man.
It was good.
No, I appreciate that.
I was like, I was taken aback. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I just like the whole content, man. Like, it's very personal and it's meaningful. Like, man. Like, I could play it to my mum and she'll resonate with it, as well as playing it with my little brother.
Sick.
He'll resonate. Do you get what I mean? Rather than if I was to play like some other stuff, my little brother may resonate, my mum may not resonate. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. It's a very like open project for like a wide audience.
No, that means a lot.
Do you ever struggle to be vulnerable in music or no?
Well, I think in general, do you ever feel like it's hard for you? Because I know, like, as you personally as well, like, I feel like you are an emotional person, but it's in certain aspects, or unless you're yak. Do you get me?
Yeah. He's still I don't know. I'm coming to understand and learn about myself more. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm learning about myself more. Like, I think I'm quite an emotional person, an expressive person.
It's passionate.
Passionate. That's what I tell my mum. It's passionate. But yeah, I think I'm just still coming to understand myself, like we all are, and I'm learning so much about myself as I'm growing up and being in new spaces. Like, oh, I could be like this. I didn't know I could be like. That's even what I'm showing in a project as well a lot. Like, oh, I could feel like this.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm seeing myself like this. So it's just about, trying to understand and get better and just improve as a person. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like everyone has that. Like I say in a project, it's Sonda. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like we will prosper, we will conquer. Despite this, I live in Sonda, humbled. Trust me, because I get that. As much as I want to get it, everyone's feeling like that. It's just everyone's thing. It's not too personal. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like there was like not a big inspiration, but I felt this project reminded me of a Kendrick project. Do you get what I mean? And Kendrick, like, when I first heard Good Kid, Mad T.E., like, I bang that.
It's my favorite album.
Bang that. And this project reminds me of a similar type of vibe. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's a journey. Like, you can't skip a track, or you skip the chapter.
It's not necessary. You don't need to, really.
Yeah, and you won't get it fully. But I'm so happy you say that, because of course Kendrick was a big influence at a stage of my life where I started really getting hip hop. So, like, you talking about like Good Kid, Mad City, I came across him on Section 80, that High Power. Just like, this was like when I was in like year 10, year 11. But coming from like a South London school, no one's on that. Like, and I caught The Weeknd at this time as well. So I'm like 15, 16. No one's on that. I was so caught up in that world. Like, I loved it. I was like, this exists.
Yeah, it's out there.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I remember feeling like that as well.
It really like sparked something in me. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is just what I want to do to other people now. And this is what I feel like I could be proud of, because my music kind of does this to people as well, that it sparks that,
there's this
okay, I see that, I want to, I get that, do you know what I mean? And you could apply it to your story. But like with Kendrick, it was like, I was listening to Section 80, then I was listening to like OD and EP, like those before that. So I'm heavily influenced off that, and the way he's gone about his stuff and the way people appreciate it. And I want myself to be appreciated in that way. Although I'm a flexible artist and I like to do all different stuff, that's why I approach the body of work in that way. Do you know what I'm saying? to really like, okay, like, let's tell a story and have something that people can connect with beyond, like, we go through and there's bare songs that are sick and you connect with Free, and of course people might just connect with Free on my project, but I don't want it to be like people just connect with Free and it's like you listen and then that's it, you know what I mean? I want people to kind of have a connection with it beyond and like for a long period of time. That's going to be my legacy, do you know what I'm saying?
It's nice to, like, do you know what it is with music? I think is when you're able to be vulnerable and talk about how your situations, your life and stuff like that, that's when people are able to connect, because it's like, yeah, I'm going through the same shit as well. Like, even when you touch on things about your dad and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, cool. Someone that's listening to you could feel exactly the same way. And that's when you build like the stronger fan base, because like, yeah.
And you do it in a way that's not corny. Like.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's authentic.
People can genuinely appreciate your music, and it's not just like, let's dance to it. It's like, let me sit down and listen to it and build that kind of feeling. So yeah, it's special.
Yeah, man. Track 4, track 5, Frustrated and Addicted to Your Love. I like
Addicted to Your Love is my favorite.
Yeah, I love that one. But I like Frustrated because it's another personal feeling. Like, I get very frustrated with myself, with everything, and it's like a vent. It was like your vent to the world. Like, do you get what I mean? And then going straight into Addicted to Your, like, bro, crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I just wish it was longer. I'm like, why is it?
like, I want there to be a video. Like,
now word there's talks, but I mean, I definitely am gonna capture some sort of visual to that. That song's a special song to me. That was produced by Clones again. That come about in a crazy way. Like, I just was chilling, listening to it. I was like, nah, this beat's crazy. That recorded like a little voice note on my phone, and went in and laid roughs, and then we just kind of built the track together bit by bit. Went in and I fully kind of made it. But I like the aspect that it was short and kind of interlude-y, because that's why you guys love it so much. You want more. Yeah. You're craving for more. Like,
who was you writing it about though? That's what I want. I want to know who you was writing it about.
Big man. Big man. Session. Maybe we talk off mic. No,
no, because it's like an honest track that I would just send to someone, a sweet one, like, yo, this is how I'm feeling.
There's like, of course, that, like, my music became a lot more personal, so that like was literally written in reference to a real experience. But then, of course, I'm talking to everyone, and then I'm talking to like women in general, where I say like, nobody could tell you, what did I say again? Nobody could tell you how to live. I forgot the bar I said before, but yeah, like, I'm trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you're a big girl, you make your own choices. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just relatable like that. Then it's like, just hit me up when you're active. So for me, it's like, but I like the shortness of it, because you just want to keep playing it. Like, when I made it, I just kept playing it again and again. Everyone's telling me like, oh, you need to make this longer. No. But that's what brings a connection to it. I think it might be cool to do a long version, extended version at some point, but I think it'd be sick if it was like a feature that it was like, yo, it's going to make a lot of sense, and it's going to be something that's going to attract people. Then otherwise it's just like, let's keep it special like that, and I'm going to hit you with more music that's got a similar vibe, and even that wave.
I feel like for a male as well, it's not like a obvious place you would put yourself. Do you get what I mean? Like, as you're saying, like, emotionally, as well as males, they're not really expressive with that side of them unless it's just them and the other person. Do you get what I mean? So for you to put that on the track and be so open with it, I feel like a lot of guys are gonna be they're gonna relate to it. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna be feeling it like, wow, like, that's actually how I feel in certain times. Do you get what I mean? But I think it's sick, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, like, it's Frustrated and Addicted, like two feelings that people, you know what I'm saying? They're very relevant in this society that
especially
we have.
2020 right now, man.
Yeah.
Very, very relevant. Word. And then the first feature, Follow the Leader, featuring Blanco.
Shout out Blanks.
Yeah, man. Very epic. How did that come about? Because I didn't even expect that Blanco feature. Jamo played it. Jamo put me on. He played it, and I was like,
Blanks came through. Now, do you know what it was? I don't even know if he wants me to tell the story, but I said it on Represent yesterday anyway. But no, he obviously, unfortunately, he was in a jailhouse, isn't it? So, he represent. Lots of man in Penn listen to Represent.
Okay.
Like, I've got a lot of man that I know. I heard you on Represent. So he was like, he had heard me on Represent a lot, but I know his older brother. Like, we're obviously we live in the same ends, innit? But I didn't know Blanks like that. But I knew his older brother. We were cool, so he just told me like, yo, Blanks, we're fucking with your team. But he didn't know it was me at first. So when he came out, and I was like, yeah, let's connect, let's make something happen. And we made it happen. Shout out Chucks, you know, we went to record at Chucks' bit, and the track came through. But it's mad, like, just through hearing me when, do you know what I mean, he was in Penn and that, and like my cousin was in Penn, he told me, yo, I heard you on the radio, like, lifting man up. A lot of, like, Represent is sick because they put on a lot of underground artists. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are listening to that, especially in a place like that. It's kind of sick. Do you know what I mean? That the music's getting heard.
No, proper.
But that's how the track came about, and then obviously Blank's done what he does best. You know what I mean? And it was quite smooth, man. We done it quick. Do you know what I'm saying? Chucks me the beats like, yeah, cool. I got a little vibe. I had a little gun smoke here. Yeah, we was both in studio.
Epic.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then just went back and forth in it. Cool. We got the hook done. Smooth. Verse. I actually went to go finish my verse another time because I didn't finish my verse at that point. I didn't feel what I had. Went back and patterned it.
Do you have a favorite song on the tape?
It changes. I say top 3 probably. See, I love Addicted, Bird's Eye View. It changes, man. Addicted, Bird's Eye View. Maybe Frustrated. It changes. I don't know. I can't decide when it changes because then it goes to 7 Foot, a Loophole sometimes.
What is people saying is their favorite though?
Well, I think Town Down's mostly like it's what's going crazy in a lot of people, and of course it's that heavy. People like to hear me in that vibe as well. I think where I'm talking like that, and I got a lot of bangers like that. I think we might feed the people this year. Jeez. But separately, like Follow the Leader again. And Niner, people like that a lot. You got Loophole, them tracks there. So yeah, it's doing alright.
And those are the next tracks. You got Just It and Yeah.
Yeah, Just It and Yeah. That ones I can't wait to
Just
perform.
It's hard.
Yeah, hard. I can't wait for your headline, man. That's gonna be a very epic.
You sold out your headline as
sold
well.
out 890
over Christmas. Special
feeling.
feeling.
I was talking to what's his name? Gilo. I was gonna say his whole name. And like he was saying that he's gonna do in the headline and that you wanted you want a big place. You don't want no little. And then I was like, yeah, you can sell it out, but it's like, alright, yeah.
Yeah, I even feel like me and Sam spoke about this early because it was like he wanted to do 1.5, and I was like, yeah, bro, you can do one. I know you can do 1.5.
I was thinking, I contemplated that, but I knew around it was like 1K,
1,800 plus. But for me, it was like. It was also about the atmosphere of the venue, and I was like, that like Islington has that upstairs and downstairs vibe, and it's like an old school assembly hall. Yeah. Like when you're in school, that vibe there really is a crazy feeling. Yeah. And I felt like having it at that size is gonna make people want to come more. Because
I think I was saying to him, I was like, why don't you do a mirror or something? He was like, no, he wants bigger than that.
No.
And I was like,
I'm just selling it. Wow.
Yeah, like, and you know what? It's like I get people's suggestions, but you gotta get like one thing I noticed is I got the journey in my brain, then I got the journey that everyone else sees, and that's one thing I find hard balancing. Even like the music that I'm making, all the different sounds, and I'd be sitting on tracks and listening to it so much, and it's not come out. People haven't got that side of me. That's why I had to give the project that So You Were Saying, because it showed the vast range. Now let me give you parts of it, and you take it in. Do you know what I mean? I'm still figuring out how I want to give people music, but so with that being said, it was like with the headline show, I've had a long journey. Like Lizzie dropped 2016.
Shit.
That's like still one of my biggest tracks.
Yeah.
And Rack Up as well. Do or die.
When did Rack Up drop?
I think 2016 or 17.
Yeah.
We made it 2016 though. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was like, which is crazy now saying that because it's 2020, but
that sounds
mad. But the way it's about 3. It's like on YouTube it'd be like say like 3 years or 2.5 years because of the way I uploaded it, and you see the videos come out a bit later. But I ain't had a moment like usually you'd have your Lizzie or Do What I Did, your headline show at a mirror. 350 people come, let's turn up. But I ain't had that. I've done lots of little different shows and loads of shows with House of Pharaohs, but I ain't had the headline for Sam. So I'm like, I want it to be a big celebration. Everyone that knows me from that journey, even people that's been with me from SoundCloud.
Even from before, I feel like just even you as Sam. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
Like following that journey from even like, we'll get into this later on, but like from school, seeing your growth.
Exactly.
As well, till, okay, cool, he's now SYWS.
On top of that, the new project, let's celebrate. That's what I wanted to be. So I realized like, as House of Pharaohs, we've sold 1.5 capacity. We've done Electric Ballroom. We've done Village Underground. Do you know what I'm saying? I must be able to do something of a certain quantity to have a big celebration. So I done is it an assembly hall, and we sold it out like in just about a month, which is crazy because like obviously lots of people and some of the people that we're working with suggested like let's do smaller, then build a demand, make sure there's a demand to do more. But I'm like, there's be a demand. Like, let's sell
there is a demand. There's always gonna be a demand.
Yeah,
especially with like the House of Pharaoh stuff in itself. Like that stuff, I feel like is like the house, the build up for you to then walk out and do individual stuff as well. Yeah, do you get what I mean? It's like
100. That's what I'm saying. So it was like if it was good, because even people that told me like you should do a bit, not even like, and they don't believe I could do more, but try smaller. Then it was a battle, because between trusting your gut vision, or hearing people out and hearing their sense, and this is a hard thing to balance, being an artist. And I said, you know what, trust myself in this one. And it was hard, so hard, because it's a big risk. If that don't sell or don't sell fast, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hit. It's gonna be like, yo,
man. Like, it was gonna sell, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But the way it is as an artist, you'll be surprised. Like, people be like, Sam, why are you thinking like that? Like, you're Sam. I'm like, bro, I'm human. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but like, it was a good on a business stance, because everyone that we're working with and beyond that said, oh, we sold it over Christmas. Like, we don't over Christmas.
Yeah.
In a month. Like, okay, cool. We got 2 months. People are still. My brethren had bought extra tickets. He put it up on his Instagram. Bare people flooded his DMs trying to get those extra 5 tickets. You know what I'm saying? So it's exciting to know that, you know, we got that real life pool. I'm just trying to pull it together more, create a crazy experience on a headline show, a wicked experience, you know what I'm saying, that people ain't experienced yet, and just keep going at the music that we got. We're trying to really take it there. Like, it's really just beginning.
Really. And then we're going to get to the last 3 tracks. You got It's a Slave, Loophole, and Foot.
7 Foot.
7 Foot, my bad. 7 Foot.
Miles from Kinshasa, yeah.
It's a Slave.
That one was produced by. It's great.
It's crazy, Caddy R. But It's a Slave, though. I feel that one. Yeah, man. I just feel that one on just the whole contents. Like, obviously being a young black man in 2020, I feel like there's a lot of them kind of things in this stigmas and all of that. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like it's something that's not spoke upon a lot, especially by UK artists.
100%.
I feel like in America, like, because
in fact, they are spoken upon by a lot of UK artists, but those people don't get fucking heard.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or they're not listened to anymore.
Yeah, they're not.
So you'll get the Kojis and those people that
Facts.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
But the UK is not really listening to them like
do you
that.
Get what I mean?
Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, man. And I feel like that was something that is important, especially knowing you as just the way you carry and think as well, to give that side of you that whole what's the word? The whole self-awareness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, bro, this is like the drive for what I do. Like, and that's what I think is understanding, like, there's a journey in my head, and then it's what people are seeing. I'm trying to be better at just communicating what is going on in my head and how I want to, like, communicate, as I keep saying. And it's this book I'm reading that's in my head, but communicate the ideas. And like, as much as it's fun to me and there's so much fun part of life, there's the drive behind me getting into music and wanting to express myself through art was like a drive that is about self-awareness and contributing something positive and leaving something positive behind and something cool. So to me, this is what's cool. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, It's a Slave, yeah, man. It was that track. It was a cool track, just the way we built it. I think it was you actually that suggested put the chains on the track. Yeah, so we got the chain. We got the chains. The chains. At the back, just to play on that. Like, I'm saying, it's a trick. It's a game. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's just like feeling like the emotions coming up as being a young black male in the industry and saying, is this even real? Like, do you know what I mean? And then just talking about my experience in it and my experience coming up, but without being corny or really trying to be like, this is where it's at and that's all bullshit. No, I'm just saying, yo, this is how I see things and it's lit. That's what I like about how I've come across in this project. It ain't really on some consciousness like, hey, that stuff is whack and that's all fake, and judging people on that is not even about judging it. I understand it, and I'm having an introspective I'm showing that process of me understanding things, even like in Frustrated, where I say trap made me buy Gucci, the culture made me buy Gucci, I didn't even like Gucci. I'm talking about like, I like that bar so much, and I said this on radio yesterday, but it's because I want coming at it like, you buy Gucci and give the Italian, like, I'm not judging, like, I get it. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got Gucci, I spent the money on that. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm saying, so wait, really and truly though, this is what made me want to buy it.
Yeah.
It's the culture that made me feel like I want to get this. Am I brainwashed, or am I just choosy? Do I just like it? You do what you want to do with that. But it's me thinking about it like, rah, like, I really kind of got this stuff on that sort of whim. And whether it's right or wrong, or whether it's just the process and just behavior in general, that's what I like about it. I ain't really trying to jump at people and I don't. That's not how. I don't think life's that simple. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, fact.
So
It's nice to see like and hear this side of you though, because I feel like not a lot of people have got the chance to hear that side of you. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, I feel
it's been so carefree before this.
yeah.
So it's nice to really figure out what you're
it's,
thinking.
and those things are mutual. That's what you have to understand. It's mutual. This understanding of being carefree. This is how we've always felt as House of Pharaohs, and how we really got to where we was by being carefree.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of the stuff we were doing. Like the shows we were doing, the first shows we done.
Yeah.
Like £20, we went far. I broke my toe running for the train. We performed. It was crazy. We had like one song barely mixed,
Yeah.
but it was just off that energy. And then we learned. And we learned, and we're still pushing. Like it's been like 7 years.
I remember when AJ was like to me in college, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm joining this group." Da 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 da. And I was like, "What's it called?" He was like, "House of Pharaohs." I was like, "Yeah, it sounds sick."
It's
But I
crazy.
knew him as a guy that sings and plays guitar. So I was like, when he came out and was doing House of Pharaohs, I was like, "Wow, what is this you?" Yeah, it was.
You had to
mad.
convince a lot of people.
Yeah.
No,
But we were just doing
even
us.
me, I'll be honest. I've known House of Pharaohs, but individually, like Bandana, yourself, AJ, by accident, years back. Obviously, you lot went Norwood Square, I went Bishop Thomas Grant,
Yeah.
249.
I used to see you running for the bus all the
Swear
time.
down.
Yeah, because we went
You
to
and
the
BT?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were in the same class.
all the time.
She was in my maths class. I used to copy
What,
her homework.
417 or 432? Because sometimes I get the 417, but more time I
No,
get 432.
one time I saw it. I think it was on the 249. And I was like,
249. Oh my
So
god.
I always saw you on the
Mad.
417. Always 417. Always.
Yeah, a couple of times I get that still.
Yeah.
A couple of ones used to
When
get the
G-Lo had the
417.
high top and that.
Yeah.
And he had the
And
slip.
because I'm close to his brother in it, Nathan.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
Oh,
yeah.
swear.
So it was mad.
Yeah,
Man, see, I used to skate home at a time. This is how mad it is. Like, and this is why I feel like it's crazy. I used to, like, me and Dan would roller skate from Norwood to
All the way home.
there's 2 routes. We go past BTG, Dunraven,
Yeah.
like through point, yeah, BTG, Dunraven, through to Streatham Hill, Brixton Hill, Brixton, then all the way through Vassal Road to Kenneton. Dan will break off to his bit in
must be
Kenneton.
so
I'll go to my
sweaty.
bit in Kenneton. Fam, but we said, but it's mad though. You got a deep, like, you're coming through Brixton, like all the ends. There's points where we go through Tulse Hill Way,
Yeah.
everything. I had my high top. We didn't give a toss.
Yeah.
But it's like only now that we're reaping the repercussions of being so free like that.
Yeah.
And everyone that saw us, and some people maybe judged, some people understood it. We didn't really care. It's like, oh, I get it, you know, Sam.
It's
It's
like freedom,
hard.
self-awareness.
They're seeing how we've been able to be free and grown into what we are now. And it's like everyone's like, rah. And it's cool. It's not even about proving to other people. I knew what I was on.
Yeah.
But you know, people are seeing it, and it does feel nice for it to be appreciated in that way. Do you know what I'm saying? But we was on crazy, like, you know what I'm saying. We was on madness back then, like.
From early. And
Yeah,
I feel
man.
like even as you were saying, like you were saying, you had to convince people. Even with me, like obviously I met you lot in those occasions, but I didn't know musically. And Bandana, I used to see him in Bagel King, like, yeah, House of Pharaohs, was like, oh yeah. And this is when I've just started Mriamnext, so I'm on my journey finding myself and everything else. And then I went Westminster, and Yasmin K. Trent, who used to do photography for you,
Mad.
she's all like, oh, you need to book House of Pharaohs. Like, I was like, yeah, but I don't know who these guys are. And then she showed me them, and like, oh, they're cool. I want to hear music. And then I've heard a couple things, and I'm not sure. I think the tape dropped Southern Stamp.
Was it Southern Stamp drop before?
I think so. I think
The first one was in Croydon.
Nah. Then I saw you in Croydon. Oh, yeah, Croydon. And then from Croydon, I was like, nah, I feel it. I know there's something.
When she clocked it,
Yeah,
that was it.
When-
She said
from when I
you
clocked
was
it.
always there.
Yeah, from
I'm
when I
like, bro,
clocked it.
what's this she doing here? Like,
Yeah, word.
I said she used to be your. I'm like, wow, like, what's this she like? What's
Yeah,
she doing here?
I never even went Lewisham, and then I came Lewisham People's Day. Like,
Everywhere.
I was
You
just
pop up.
because I could feel it. Like
Yeah,
with
yeah,
me, like when I feel something and I know it's authentic and it's not plagiarized or fake,
Yeah.
I know it's real and I'm there. So I was there at Lewisham People's Day. Then I booked you for Battersea Arts Centre. That was the first event.
That's the first one. What about the one in Croydon?
Nah, that was on my event. So I was there. That was the one where Stormzy was. I was just there.
Was that before? So that's before you even booked
But that was
us.
before I even booked you lot.
But from then you was fucking her because
Yeah.
oh yeah, because that's when you were selling it to us.
Yeah, that's when I
At
first
the back, he
started.
was telling us, yo, like, yeah, man, you went a hard, like, I need to book you, man, like,
Yeah,
that's
word.
mad.
And then the first time I booked you was Battersea Arts Centre. Shay Lingo, bonkers. He didn't even turn up. Nadia Rose, she did it. you lot,
Oh, yeah.
and then that's when G-Lo was in the Postman jacket, and you lot went viral.
Oh yeah.
So then after that, the Southern Stamp came out, and I booked you lot for Hackney Wick with S&E.
Yeah. I
And
remember.
that's when
That's when I met Frenzy in that as well. Yeah,
that's when everything just for me, and I feel like even for you lot, like it was crazy.
synergy.
Nah, it was crazy. But that was, as you were saying, with the whole convincing side, like, yeah, man, you lot had to, because it was so new and it was like something never heard of or felt before.
And raw as well.
Yeah, very raw. So
unfinished.
it's like people were not afraid of it, but they didn't understand it. So you really had to paint a picture for them to really take it in and show that, okay, cool, this is how raw it is, but it all comes from an authentic background. It all comes from love.
I remember when I first heard, I was like, I don't know if I get it yet.
Yeah.
And it took a while, and I think when Raid dropped, that's when
Exactly.
I got it.
We had to get better.
Yeah, that's when I got it.
When
And I was
Raid and Draws
Yeah.
and them tracks come out, it was that's a wave that, like, I gotta say it, yeah. I think we're important for, like, the UK trap scene.
Yeah,
We've done our
Very.
bit. We've done our bit.
Played your part.
100%.
Played your part.
No matter how much it's going to be sung, like, yo, when we were doing them flows and that sort of stuff early, and don't get me one of those people that was doing this stuff, people that influenced us as well, but the way we went about it and how raw it was and working
And
with
even
allegorical.
with the videos, like,
yeah.
the videos
like,
were proper.
Yeah,
it
but
was
it makes
like-
sense you say Raid, man. It
Yeah.
makes so much sense.
Yeah,
still.
Raid Draws 111.
111 was the first one that put us on. But 111, when I look back at it, that's still very raw. Like, I listen back to that and I'm like, it's okay.
It's very raw, but I feel like the authenticness of the visuals
Yeah.
is on another level.
And again, it's London boys that ain't being what we're told the typical London boy is.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this is why Journey's so important. And that's why I gotta stay. This is why I say trap made me buy Gucci. Do you know what I'm saying? I gotta still keep it like, yo, it's not just like that's the London boy and everything else you have to judge. I say that's the man I'm moving mad. This is all people. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think that's what we communicated well.
And I feel like you lot also did show a different side of a London boy. Because
100%.
Because the stigma of a London boy is tracksuit, the block.
Yeah, and it'll be either like drill or grime, one
Yeah.
or the other. There's no
Drill-
in between.
Yeah,
really.
if you're from North, grime,
If
Yeah.
you wear this clothes,
If you're from
this
south,
south,
that,
whatever,
drill, or yeah.
or just
yeah,
rap.
even the
Rap.
clothes you're wearing, everyone's on it now. Everyone's on
Yeah.
their drip stuff now. Well, we was doing this stuff
Facts.
though, but lots of people were doing this as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But we was part of the people that were really like on it and didn't care about what people thought. And it's sick. But this is the thing now. We're still on our thing. Like, yo, like, let's just stay focused. Let's keep doing what we do. And do you know what I'm saying? And it's been a blessing. The stuff that we've gained from like creating House of Pharaohs and staying true to it and really building a brotherhood, like, it's been amazing. Like, life really rewards you when you just dive in. It will open the doors for you, but you have to be brave. You have to dive in. That's what I tell people as well when they ask me that I want to start a collective or I want to make music. Like, what do you think? And I still feel so unaccomplished. Although I feel accomplished, I know how much further
what
we
you wanna
can
do,
take
yeah.
it. People ask me like, yo, and I'm just like, you gotta dive in. You
I
gotta
don't
do
even-
something.
I don't
Whatever it is, you gotta turn up to the event where House of
Yeah.
Pharaohs were, or where Seshi was.
Yeah.
You gotta just, oh, he's there. Oh, let's have a conversation. I say, I'll take your number then. Oh, you got this thing? Alright, cool. You're gonna meet
But I
someone and
wouldn't
the door's
say-
open.
I
It's
wouldn't say
that simple.
unaccomplished though. I thought more say you just haven't achieved what you've
Oh, we're definitely
envisioned.
not
And that's a
unaccomplished. No.
personal
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, we're definitely established artists. We had this conversation. I think we're established. I can't lie. I think we're established. Like, we've done our
Stamped
things.
yourself.
We've went here. We made a stamp. Like, and we're well known and well appreciated. Do you know what I mean? There's been a lot of props given to people on a higher tier than us. But we know we want to up them tiers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
facts.
yeah.
That's amazing.
And back to the project. So we got Loophole and 7 Foot Masterpiece feature. How did that come about? Because personally, the way I met Masterpiece was in the whole Radar Radio time.
That's actually how I met.
That's how I met him. He was very about, and he was like on the scene. He's like, yeah, I'm doing this music thing, but his music wasn't what he's producing now, which I think his music right now is amazing compared to what it was before.
Yeah, Peace is crazy. Peace is very talented, man. It was like Peace. We've been cool for a while. I think it was like we met them times there. I don't think I got to take it. I didn't take him in them times
No,
there.
same.
Radar. It was two in my face, I think, a little bit. But I don't know what. I think I got to hear. I don't know when we got to really connect. But I got to a point where we got to connect and I got to really understand him. I think it actually might have been seeing him so much times at Radar. I didn't take it in at first. Then I think we started getting to a point where he's acquainted. And then we've made, like, we actually made like 2 tracks before Lupo.
Yeah.
So we's cool. Like we got tracks that we want to drop still. Like some real cool music.
Yeah, I've heard some of those ones. Those ones. Yeah, I might leak those.
Boy, I might have to get a leak right about now. But yeah, we made those and it was just all lit. Like, and seeing him in the studio was really cool. I was like, okay, you've really found a nice place. Like, you're recording well. You've got real talent. Like, it was nice to see. And he's just a happy guy. Do you know what I mean? Very peaceful guy. So we made those tracks. But then when I made Loop, I was like, okay, I want to kind of try something with this track. I want to play the outro. Let's get someone to kind of just tease with some vocals. Masterpiece might be cool. So it was a very subtle feature. It's not a heavy feature. That wasn't the purpose of it. It was to build something that Masterpiece could sit on nicely, and it adds, pardon me, starts that gin and that mango. it adds texture to the track, and that's what we try to do with that. And I think that's what's really cool when you bring features, and something I want to improve on in the future projects, where it's like, if I'm going to bring a feature, they might be from a whole different genre. Let's build something that they could sit in nice, do you know what I mean? And it's like it becomes more interesting for the listener. So that's what that was, and he just touched it, you know, lightly, and that was the aim. But we'll drop new music soon.
No, I feel like you also showed on this. I don't want to call it a mixtape because
EP. I'm calling it EP.
Yeah, on this EP, your versatility. Do you know what I mean? Showing the pockets that you can fit in, as well as a rapper, a conscious rapper, an indie artist, and as well as just like a trap artist as well. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you really showed your versatility on it. And then going into the last track, you got 7 Foot featuring the most amazing guy, man. My favorite artist, Miles.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I don't know.
Miles is crazy. I was listening to Miles before I met Miles. That's how mad it was.
It's crazy.
Men Among Boys. I don't know if you even want me to say this. I said it yesterday.
Bro. Men Among Boys. I tell him all the time, like that.
You know about Men Among Boys?
Come on, bro. SoundCloud, yeah, Fire and that.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, bro. You know.
I always got one track. How's it go? Purple something.
I want to sing the lyrics, but I'll sing it
Same.
wrong.
If I try to sing it, I'm gonna sound bad. Because they were singing at these high octaves and that.
Him and Kadiyata did minimum. Bro, it was crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to it a bit later.
I don't know.
But Men Among Boys, he was part of a duo, innit? And I'd come across him on SoundCloud.
It wasn't even a duo, it was free.
Free?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me, I said duo.
Kadiyata, Miles, and I can't remember.
No, Kadiyata wasn't part of Men Among Boys.
He was a producer.
Was he?
Yeah.
He didn't say this.
Yeah, he
Are
was.
you sure?
The tape, one of the tapes had 3 guys on the SoundCloud. There was 3 guys.
Nah, it's not Kaddy.
It is. I tell you.
I'm gonna have to ask him still.
If I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I was listening to him then, and it was like I really appreciated their music. Again, just nice. Like, I feel like if you got a wandering eye and you're from South London or like gritty parts of London, more places with poverty, and the stuff that is put into your bubble is very small. Sometimes it's so like basic, and it's like when you clock there's people that have come from this bubble and they're reaching out and they're doing this stuff, it's like, oh my God. So that when I'd come across them as well, I was in that state of just discovering this and like, wow, I need to be like this, and I feel like this anyway, and I need to bring it out and share it. This is why I do what I do. But it's like it was listening to them was really cool like that. And then Miles, we met through Kadiyata, and he's like, oh yeah, you're my Men Among Boys. Oh, okay, hard. And of course he appreciates my music too, which is really cool. And so when I made 7 Foot, we recorded at Kadiyata. It's really rough. Kadiyata done it on all preset sounds on Logic, no plugins. I knew the sort of vibe I was going for, and I think I had a little rough reference. And so made it. I laid the rough like sort of first, and I was like, yeah, Miles perfect. What he laid, I said, yeah, beautiful. Do you know what I'm saying? And so we ran with that track. I had that track's made probably in like 2018 as well. A lot of the music's quite, the discography, yeah, thank you, man. The discography's crazy. Like, there's so much music, and it's one thing sometimes it bothers me, because I'm like, I wish they had heard this, I wish they heard this, but it's not really about that, what I'm understanding, do you know what I'm saying? And I have to let go of that a little bit.
Bring back LimeWire days where everything would just get leaked on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to start leaking some stuff, though. At some point, I'm just going to put some stuff on YouTube and just have it leaked out there. Yeah.
Because you played me some stuff, and I'm just like, where is it?
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a sweet?
What's going on with
We're
this?
We're going to play a game, yeah. So this game, it's very simple. You just got to take 2 sweets, and we're going to ask you just to recite the lyrics of one of your songs.
Did it taste nasty?
No, they're banging. They're banging. So you got to take 2 sweets.
Look, you look so stressed already.
2 at one time?
Yeah, 2 at one time, and you just got to literally just recite the lyrics of Do or Die.
Okay.
What song are you gonna do first?
Do or die. Do or die.
Uh,
There's another one.
he did it on purpose.
No, they're fresh. They came straight out of the packet today.
Do or die?
Yeah. Ready.
Alright, what lyric are you doing? What song are you doing?
Sorry, darling.
I'm a handful. Yeah, I'm trouble. I might just fuck up your whole evening. Actually,
Come on.
let's do Town Down.
Go on.
Downtown, loud pats around, sound shouldn't let
He's hiding the sweetness. He's hiding the sweetness cheek.
your girl around, one smile, turn a frown upside. That's what I'm doing in the video anyway. Eating the Cheerios and that's all come out my mouth. Oh shit.
Come on.
Hair out, flex now, good shout. If there's cash about my dogs, then we'll sniff it out. These brothers lie, they cap a bit. If she peng, I suck her lips. Even if she suck my dick.
Hey.
You got some dickheads. I'm leaving with some top or whatever, leave a trace and not one hair. And actual fact, are never there.
Hey.
Hard eyes, cold bruh. Are we similar? Nah, gold from Ghana. These are leng though.
They're nice, isn't it?
They're a bit like what do you used to get? What are the ones called again? Toxic waste.
That's what they are.
Definitely are.
They're toxic waste.
Yeah. He's back.
You want to take more?
They were badder back in the day, man. These ones
Yeah.
are light, man. I was nothing. I was
Obviously-
acting for you lot to
Is
exaggerate.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, sugar tax.
Ooh,
So,
Right?
Sugar tax is not going to be the same.
Move my mouth. Bit juicy though. But juicy still.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys need new games, man. The sweets were easy.
Alright, we'll get you some more ones. Part 2, we're going to get some worse of sweets. There's some crazy ones out there.
You should do something where you got the nasty and the nice flavors.
Well, we usually play what's it called?
Smell or taste.
Smell or taste.
What's that?
You don't want to play that one.
You
still.
don't want to play that one. You got to smell or taste.
And it's not sweeties.
Yeah, that do.
No, not that deep. That's something. Like
What was that thing that we bought from the Chinese shop? We went to Chinatown.
white bean curd.
What?
White bean curd.
Curd.
Yeah.
Butters.
Yeah,
So
I
eat
didn't
it.
try
I
it.
didn't eat it.
It smell butters as well.
Yeah.
It's healthy though, isn't it?
It's
It's
healthy.
probably healthy.
You're really into your health stuff though.
I want to be. I'm a wannabe right now.
I feel like you are though. Like you're very like conscious about it. Like there's people who just, I'm eating McDonald's. Yeah, I'm doing it all. Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. There's people like, yeah, I eat McDonald's.
Don't
I'm
eat
doing
sweets.
it all.
Don't eat sweets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got vegan sweets.
Okay.
That's all I ate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
All
vegan.
right, then. Oh, is it? How long?
5 months.
Swear down.
Yeah.
Not
It's
even
lit.
fish.
If I feel really ill, I'll have a piece of fish. But
So
not
sometimes you
often.
feel ill because your body's adjusting still.
Yeah. So I'm taking vitamins and stuff. But if I'm like getting sick, I'll have a piece of fish and then it'll boost me up a little bit. But yeah.
But yeah, the health thing. You say you're not really, but I feel like you are. You do numerous stuff to just bring you back.
4 gallons
To bring
of
me
water
back,
and
yeah. I just wish I haven't disciplined myself enough to really maintain the sort of phases I've gone through. Do you know what I'm saying? But I do like, you know, some days I just might not eat meat. Some days I might just make sure I go to the vegan spot and get myself a little something. Shout out Eat of Eden in
Yeah.
Brixton. I think they got a couple of
They're
spots. I think
lovely.
they're doing all right still.
They are.
But yeah, shout out them. They're the peak still.
So good. Have
Um,
their dal patty. Are you mad?
Yeah, crazy.
peak.
Blood.
I like the seaweed fritters and that as well.
Yeah. Ooh, those
It's
are
mad.
peak.
Crazy, innit?
Maybe a bit too much oil, but
Yeah, sometimes a
Yeah.
bit.
You have
But
to get it
fritters,
right with fritters though.
have you
or let
heard
it
the
soak for a bit.
bucket before? I don't know if I'm saying it right, like bucket or bucky, like. It's leng. I know you might have had it. It's like the little. It's from Guadeloupe. People from Guadeloupe. It's like you get like
Never had
chicken and you could do like aubergine and well,
that. I don't like aubergine.
you don't like aubergine. No, it's nice the way they do it. Peak. But I go there as well, farmers market, and it's like sometimes they're lit. They might be actually definitely going to be providing food at the headline. So, but I need to call Thierry still. But I need to call Thierry, my guy still. But what's it? What am I talking about? Vegan food? Yeah, no, I mean, or food, eating healthy. I mean, I try to be like on my gym and my fitness, but at the same time, there's a lot to do and improve. You know what I'm saying? Even like smoking, I need to get a better balance with that. Because smoking is not good for you, and of course it affects your health. Me being asthmatic as well doesn't make it much better. There is a lot of asthmatic smokers, but with the food I just try to make sure like at least sometimes I'm supplementing myself with something good. I'm trying to take my vitamins and
Training
stuff now
as
as well.
Training as well.
Yeah, and I feel like you're training. I feel like I'm quite a vulnerable person. I'm one of those people that, you know, like I get ill quick. I can vomit
that's
easy.
how
My
I
skin
feel.
reacts quick.
I
I got asthma. I'm that kid. You know that kid. He does his thing, but he's got everything.
Sick. You know,
He's lit, but
a
he's
parent
sick.
would always say
Yeah.
that I have my one sick child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
something like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fighter, but you know, like, I need to pay. I know my ways system to keep myself going.
Pay attention.
So you know that when you see me on tour, we go away. I'll go and I have to separate myself and do what I've got to do sometimes. But yeah, man, just having an understanding about it and trying to at least push that out there. Do you know what I mean? I'll be trying to cook my chickpeas and stuff sometimes. And
I see you cooking on Snap a lot.
huh?
Cooking on Snap.
Yeah, it's not that much my cooking as much lately. I do the delivery a lot as well. This is the thing. I still ain't fully disciplined
Because you're
enough.
busy as well, it doesn't help.
It's hard, the lifestyle. Do you know what I'm saying?
In the studio, like, it's not easy to grab
Or
that.
like tour, we're eating rubbish most of the time
Yeah,
because that's what you
tour.
could do. Although we actually cooked most days in the apartment, which was really cool. We still had to get food in a way or whatever. So you're getting your KFC, you're getting your whatever. Everyone was finished.
Based on the whole asthma thing, pain freestyle, I feel like that was a big chapter in your journey, as you obviously suffered from an attack, and huh?
No, that's my face.
No, you obviously suffered from an attack, but you spoke upon it. You were very like open with it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's lit. Do you get what I mean? Being that open with a situation that was a life or death experience.
Cause it's crazy still. It's mad. It was a very mad experience. But again, you know, turning lemons to lemonade. That's what we done with the pain freestyle. And because as soon as I felt very inspired by like about life as after that happened and just coming out of that situation. So yeah, man, it's a blessing to be able to create something like that. Lots of people don't know though as well. Like they think, how do you get in the hospital and stuff like that? But it's cool, man. That mystery, I like the mystery.
It's not mystery anymore.
It's not mystery anymore.
Okay, then sorry.
Yeah.
Said she baited it.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That video is cool as hell though.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
So
Shout out Honeywood.
You just got Honeywood to come in.
I'd made this song a week before. I was in like it kind of just sparked, and I went for it. And this is the thing I want to be making sure I'm doing nowadays more as well is. I wanna make sure that I'm going with my ideas. I'm being relentless about it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving a toss, just saying that this is what I'm gonna do, and I believe in it. And I can't let too much people even get in the way of that because it will ruin the idea. Like you can't. That's one thing I'm clocking as well. Like you have to really create something big and like I'm saying, not complicate stuff, and so that it could be. This is clear. And this is what we're communicating, and it will do well. And all these little ways I've teased it in my career so far is brought me good fortune, and I know that I could get better with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but with the pain freestyle, like we made that song a week before, and when I was in the hospital, shout out Damn Shaq, he came to visit me. Do you know what I'm saying? And he was wearing the Cortez belly.
Yeah.
And so we caught a funny moment of that because that's how me and Shaq are. So I think I put it on and I was eating Haribo's and I looked at the camera and we caught a funny moment. So it was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I'm looking at the snaps and I'm like, I got to shoot something. It just hit me. I'm like, yo. Unfortunately, the resources were there. Honeywood can film and edit as well. So he came through. He was on it. You know, he committed to it. We just moved around the hospital because we were trying to make it bait what we was doing because they might tell us not to do it. So like the wall that was in, we kind of put the curtain around at one point. And then we was walking around the hospital. We found a room, an empty room. We done a room with a telly shot and we just made it come together. He edited it well. He understood the humor that I was trying to capture in it. And the pain freestyle was the pain freestyle. Yeah.
It was lit.
No, man. Facts.
I love that video.
And the context of the song kind of relates to the situation, without it being planned.
Timing's mad, you know.
Right,
God was like, yeah, you need to be ill for a minute.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got you there.
Yeah, I guess.
I want to say this. Nemo. Another epic song.
Appreciate that.
The story behind it, though.
Nemo, shout out Lauren Ralph on production. Nemo's one of those songs that when people like my music like that, it makes me think, wow, if I gave you guys some of the stuff that's on my My Media app, you're gonna be like, raw, because Nemo's, I think it is a very cool song, but I got so much stuff on that vibe, you know what I'm saying? But that was made with Lauren Ralph, and I don't know. It just kind of the vibe just kind of came how it was. Like there feels like there's a little like a Lucky X sort of vibe behind that as well. I listened to Lucky. Well, I haven't listened to him as much lately, but he's someone I listen to a lot as well. But just that mood.
Shout out Lucky, man.
Shout out Lucky. He's sick. But just that mood, like I just captured how I was feeling, and I think I made a track and then decided to come back to it and release it. Performing it though is really fun, and just getting the crowd interaction. You know what I'm saying, with the sort of the lyric that is, it's kind of it's fun. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that one at the headline. Actually, that's gonna be scary.
I also feel like it breaks ice because you're saying something that you'll most probably say to your boy, your girl, and now you're saying it out loud. She call me, make me horny.
Yeah.
You know what
I was like, everyone shout this. Like, let's let go. Let's turn up. No, of course.
That's real. What kind of what do you think your fan base is?
Well, like Seshi said earlier, so you were saying something that you can play to your little brother, or your mum, and I've seen that on my snap from what people even show me on Instagram. People's mums vibing to it, people's children. I mean, the aim is to have a fan base that is worldwide and international. I think I could speak to the people, so that's point blank the aim. You know what I'm saying? I want to speak to people from a background similar to me. Same way, I want to speak to people that from a different background and allow people to feel, because music is just music.
Because I think
rhythm is just rhythm.
Like when I came to the internet show, I was there because I'm an internet fan, innit? And then like to have you there as well, and the fact I think the crowd got it. It made sense. It was like these are two completely different artists, but
there is that cross.
There is that cross though. There is 100% that cross.
I'm happy it's acknowledged.
Yeah, and it's nice. I
feel like that internet show was cool as well, but I look back on it and I felt like I could have done better, because one thing I learned at that show was I don't have to make the crowd move.
No, you don't.
Like, because we've always come up from going to a show and everyone comes out and the tops are off and I'm slapping water on someone's face.
Nah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if the tape was out by then, it would have been different anyway.
Yeah.
Because the songs that you have on the tape
really
would have resonated a lot with internet fans.
100%. And there's songs I already have out though that would.
Yeah.
If I used it well, even like Shake and stuff. Yeah. Even if I'd done it in a way that was understood the audience a bit more. But I'm happy. Because they enjoyed it.
Process anyway.
And I learned, and now I know how I might approach the audience like that. Performance doesn't. I watched when the internet was performing and everyone just standing there like enjoying it.
Exactly.
I'm like, I didn't have to make you go shake like this to rack up like, and there be a mosh pit like we normally do. You could have just heard it and been like, this is knocking, this is sick music. So that was a big learning curve from that show, but it was good. Like, you know what I mean? I think people got in. Of course, the range of music was communicated well, and there was a few fans that I saw in the audience that were really going for it. So it's cool.
It was lit. I enjoyed that day. That was a fun day.
What about I feel like knowing you from so early on, I feel like there was a time where you were very influenced, or not very influenced, but there was the influence of like Flatbush, the Underachievers, Boom Bap, Jerk Boys. Yeah.
No, 100%. No, Flatbush, Underachievers,
and Transformers,
Pro Era. This one, nah, bro, I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that, bro. Please, Seshi, no, not that one.
What Transformers?
No, I don't know who that is.
That was a joke.
What? Sorry, but when he's talking about what's it? And Underachievers and Pro Era and stuff. No, but obviously there's man, like seeing that come up, lots of like even like you said from the jerking scene, and then lots of young people that just want to be inspired by other stuff in the environment and just want to feel inspired anyway. Like I was part of a kind of a group of people that were like that, and Pro Era was so important, and the Underachievers and Flatbush, and just showing like, oh, okay, like, people are doing it like this, and the way they're showing strength in numbers. That's probably why House of Pharaoh started. Seeing ASAP, Pro Era is like, okay, and I was around people like this as well. It's like, yo, we're gonna do something this summer. I remember being in secondary school. My last year, G-Lo, I was back at science, and I'd be like, yeah, we're doing something this summer. We're going to be rolling with people. We know Shaq, we know Kev, we know Mally, we know AJ, Terry. Well, let's go. When we go out, and every time we step out anyways, like, who are these guys? Because back then, no one was really trying to express themselves in their clothing and that as much. We'd be on the street, walking, laughing, joking. Man might even dance. Like, it was funny, but we didn't give a toss. So that was very important, and even just showing us different sides of music and rapping about stuff that, don't get me wrong, other rappers had rapped about, but we hadn't actually been enlightened to that just yet, coming from the UK and our environment. So they were very important for us, you know what I mean, in terms of just showing, allowing us to express ourselves and find ourselves more. Joey Badass, again, like he's a class artist. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad because we bumped into him at one point when we were skating in Central. That's on one of their documentaries or Day in Their Lives. But yeah, it's just been a blessing. It's just been a blessing, and those people were very influential for us to get where we are now, man. And still are. Like, it's funny because I had to just follow them on the gram the other day, and I said, wait, I need to follow Issa Gold and the Underachievers and Flatbush and that again. And they've been collabing on music recently as well, which is cool. They're still going strong.
So you said you came up with this kind of idea and concept in science?
No, so well, like, so from like, I think it was year 10 summer, I met Bandana and Blaze. And
but you knew G-Lo from just school.
So G-Lo, Danny Stern, AJ, Dre, we went all to the same school, Norwood. But we all spanned different years. So Dan was in the year below me. Me and G-Lo were in the same year. And AJ and Dre were in a year above us. And I had a friend from primary school called Kwan, lost son of Wuhan. He's produced Southern Stamp and a lot of other stuff. He knew Bandana somewhere, and it's mad because I met Bandana in somewhere in Hyde Park. Like, it was a funny way, but I approached him and we spoke about stuff. He's like, yeah, Dad, I'm in BBM. Like, chat. We just connected. Blaze come, we connected. We was chilling. They introduced me to Kevin, Mali, and Kevin and Mali, and then obviously I met Kana and everyone, and this was like a jerk. I kind of had seen them briefly through the jerk scheme, but we properly linking up now. Kev reached out to me a lot, so we started chilling a lot. And so I built a friendship with like Kev, Bandana, and Blaze and stuff. We would hang out a lot. And of course AJ, as I started growing up, AJ in a year above, we started connecting more because our interests were similar. So AJ and me and G-Lo was already, our interests were similar. We both had our high tops. We was on whatever we was on.
High tops. So and what made you go dreads?
Huh?
What made you go dreads quickly?
Well, no, I knew I was wanting to get dreads always because my parents both had dreads.
Okay.
And then I just knew I wanted to get a hat up and just locks the top. I want to do that. That's what I said to myself, to express myself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was the angle. And then, of course, when HO actually came together, it was a moment, of course, that me and AJ started linking up a bit more, and he was chilling with people like Romeo and Belowski and Terry and Dre, and he's like, yo, like, we should make this, like, we should really do this, like, let's just link up one day, you bring your guys, I bring some of my guys, let's make something happen, like, let's just chill, whatever, innit? So that's how it really came together. And AJ's like, cool. So I shouted Bandana and Kevin, everyone just came to my house one day, and that was that. We went out West End, we were just on the street, everyone thought they looked sick in their clothes that no one else was wearing, their skinny jeans and ripped jeans and bandanas and Air Forces and that. And then we went to the party, which is crazy. Like, everyone was on the same vibe, everyone just could move, everyone, Bashment's coming on, there's that, it's like a hood party, where they're looking mad different, dancing, catching wine, just like, raw, like, we got something, like, yo, like, so we just kept moving. But of course, like I said, science, with obviously, we knew something was coming. So like I said, damn, Shaq and the son of Ruhan, of course, we didn't end up being in House of Pharaohs. Like, these people was around. I'm like, we need to roll. We need to stay together because we was linking up in batches. I'm like, we need to, this summer, a group of us, seeing the Underachievers and everyone, I was like, we need to roll. But it just ended up happening through that phone call with AJ, and then everyone assimilating their roles and stuff like that. And everyone just started to find a feel for themselves and working together and just believing in something. And then it just came together.
That's crazy. Yeah. And you were like top sets in all your classes besides
but
science.
I was just about to go on to that and
how do you know that?
And school and how that you was a prefect and all that stuff.
I know that.
Talk to us about your school life and being this like A-star student. Go on.
No, I wish I was A-star. Could have been maybe. But I mean, I was quite academic. Like lots of us in House of Pharaohs. G-Lo was head boy. You see what I'm saying? Gio was head boy. I went for head boy. I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? But it was good because I was a youth mayor of Live at the time. You get it? So like
even bigger.
No, but like that's the sort of ilk of people we are. You know what I'm saying? AJ was head boy.
Yeah.
In his year. Okay. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like, even just thinking about that makes me smile so much. Like, but
guys,
AJ was head
Achievers,
and of course I was. Yeah, so I was like, but we weren't. But we was cool. We were the guys still. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and of course, I was decent. I was academic, but like I feel like normally you got kids that are bad year 7, year 8, year 9, and they kind of pattern up. I was more good year 7, year 8. Then year 9, year 10, year 11, as I found myself, I became a bit more unruly. But I still was doing my thing. I was top set science as well in my last year, but I went to second set for a while. But a lot of us that were intelligent went second set as well. You know what I'm saying? At one time, man was just first set and that still sitting comfy. But no, I'm joking. But it was calm. Like I was pretty academic, but I done okay in my GCSEs. I didn't do crazy. I didn't do that sick like that at all. I kind of slacked a bit, but I managed to do okay. And English was my favorite subject, and I done good in that, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
You know
But you got a degree in English, no?
I was doing a degree in English language, and I dropped out.
Why?
House of Pharaohs and stuff in my personal life, it just wasn't working. And then the teachers were whack. Like the first term was good. I had a very good first term. Second term was like, what am I doing here? Like this is English. You know, my English teacher in year 10 and year 11, shout out Mr. O'Cleary, was just an amazing guy. Yeah. Like we had the sets were like a boys' first set and a girls' first set, and it was like he allowed us to work in a way that allowed majority young black men to bring out their intelligence but feel free. And we have moments where we say, okay, let's just talk, and he would just feed us with so much knowledge and from a place of like understanding, and it brought out so much of the intelligence of the class because everyone was very intelligent. Everyone in the school is intelligent. Do you know what I'm saying? If you could understand their intelligence and bring it out. So he knew that. And Mr. O'Cleary was a sick teacher. He got me like, I managed to get an A, and he got me that grade. Like it was him. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And so he was mad important. But when I came to uni and bringing out English, it was just like, this is just long. I just like, nah, man, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing with House of Pharaohs. I still kind of want to complete a degree just because I felt like I dropped out. Like that's a bit whack. But
so what's your thoughts on the education system in general?
It needs to be changed. We need to rewrite it. I want to do that. That's my thing I want to do. If it's not building my own schools, we've got to change the curriculum. 100%. It has to be updated.
Yeah, man.
And I think like schools like Norwood, they never get like the chance because they had a stigma from years ago anyway, like when it was an all girls school. Yeah. And then like, I remember I went to St. Joseph's opposite the primary school. So and my mum was like, "You're never going to Norwood school." You know what I mean? She was like, "You're not going to Norwood school. You're gonna have to go."
I didn't know it was bad like that.
I even went to go visit the school. My mum was like, "Nah, BTG." The Blazers.
She wasn't having it. And then what was it? Was it AJ's year that was the first boys' year? Yeah. See, then I think that's when it started balancing. But and then when it was an all girls school,
that's when it started getting a better name for it. Because you lot started like reaching out and like mixing with other schools.
Need a little bit of testosterone in there.
Yeah. Word.
Nah, but how was it going to Norwood School?
It was good. It was like character building, man. Character building. Like that school was like, it was a tough school, really. When you think about it, not even tough like that, but like you got a deep. Even just getting there. I'm coming from Kennerton. I'm going through Brixton, Tulse Hill. There was a lot going on there. Do you know what I'm saying? People died along that journey. You see crazy stuff, and I wasn't ever a bad youth. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was like you had to stimulate to that. I seen a lot of stuff go on there, but it's character building. And as I grew up, I found myself more and able to understand me and what I'm on. You see what I'm saying? 100%. But it was like, it was just a sick school for that. And I met a lot of sick friends. And I got, what's so amazing, there's a group of friends that we all still in touch and we link up and we have our dinner nights and stuff from Norwood, and we've gone on holiday. And it's a blessing to have that from secondary school. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. That's when you, like, the other day I linked up with all my friends from school, and it's like, these people know you. Like, before the glow, before everything happened, before all of that. Like, you can't even front, you can't even hide people. You can't, like, they know you. And that's, I think it builds something so special.
Nah, it's crazy. I even saw Lavon.
Lavon works in the same place I work.
I saw him like yesterday. One guy from my school. Yeah, I used to be in all those classes and that. I saw him like, bruh, crazy.
It's mad when you do it, innit?
It's mad. Like, you spent half your life with them. Like they're like
almost every day.
Your brother, like your sister, like whether you like them or not, you know things about them that people they met yesterday or from college upwards won't know. Get me their bad habits.
It's crazy growing up and seeing how the system puts people in certain places though, or how like certain people become stuck, and like it's crazy seeing okay that's your lane, then okay that's how that happens. You know what I mean? And you was that type of person. Okay, so you understand it, because for me what's important is to change, like it's to build generational wealth. You know what I mean? To change, or at least change our leave something for my children. Of course, lots of us are first or second or third generation black people, whether from Caribbean or African, or Africa. So, it's like we have lots of like lots of our parents even like don't know the stuff and some of the stuff we know.
Yeah.
Like, our aim has to be to change stuff. So I'm seeing certain people that's like, oh, you just carried on. You've carried on what your parents.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or it's not even a bad way. This is reality.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
They don't know anything else.
Yeah,
so it's like,
you
okay,
haven't learned anything better.
Cool. I hear that. Cool. And I see how that goes. Then there's certain people that are reaching, and you see the people that go and they find themselves a good job, or there's the person that is from that background that's meant to do well, and they actually do well right now. Whatever the algorithm is, they're doing well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy just to see that growing up. But I'm happy in the place where I'm managing to build something, and I hope to maintain it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I think it's crazy the way the education system, especially with the whole top set, lower set, and bottom set shit. I think that's crazy
They need
because
to knock that
They don't
out.
understand intelligence.
yeah, because for me, I was never top set. I was like middle, bottom. But
top sec. This is what I'm saying.
but it's crazy to think that I still see people that I used
Even
to
they say
see.
you was bottom.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I would never believe that.
But I was bottom, not.
That
But,
was your behaviour.
yeah,
He was
terrible.
my behavior is techie, innit?
He was so bad in school.
He's unruly, innit?
Oh
not
my
even
God.
unruly. I
You
like.
just didn't want to be in class.
Yeah,
ever.
because like for me, it's like I'm very like hands on. I want to be like, you see how I am with work. I'm very hands on. I want my hands in it. I want to get dirty. I want to learn. Do you know what I mean? And being in class, it's like you're just looking at a book. Like, you're not teaching me. You're just
But
reading
do
me
you know
shit
what?
from a book.
The education needs forget the top set, low set. Mix them all together. How is
Yeah.
anyone supposed to learn from each other
Good,
if you're on
yeah.
the same level? Like,
Yeah.
realistically, that's not going to do nothing for
Yeah,
no
no,
one.
it's
I
true.
get
There
the
is sense. There
categorization.
is some sense in it, because
Yeah.
you might feel like they might be like the top set people won't be able to excel if they're always trying to bring people
I'm
up,
not gonna lie,
and they
if
want
you
people
were-
to excel. But it's a system to build to a human that is capable of existing within a society.
Exactly.
This is what it is. That's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a society that doesn't exist no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way it is like you're gonna end up going to work with someone who is a top set or a bottom set. It doesn't matter. Like Lashwana was in my maths class. She was sick at maths. Don't get me wrong, but but there was stuff that I learned from you that you may not know. Do you get what I mean? Like, I
Maths
know
was
that.
the one thing I couldn't do.
No, but maths was like, I was good at maths, but it was stuff like algebra and
Did
all
you
that.
get
I was in
GCSEs
top
in it?
sets for
Yeah, but
everything else, but I couldn't do
I
maths.
missed bare shit and that. I just got very bored because nothing was engaging.
That's interesting. I was actually pretty good at engaging myself back then, but then I started smoking in college, and that I just got long. But no, it wasn't even that. I was good at engaging, but I was someone that kind of just got complacent. Like, I knew I could pass and it'd be okay, but I trusted my ability anyway. So I was just complacent. Like,
That was me.
I didn't
I knew
really.
I could do it. I didn't need to work too hard.
I was
to
just
do it.
bored.
Yeah, I got
It was
distracted.
just
I was
boring.
like,
I just got bored.
I
I
was
was like, "Bruv, what's
more
this?"
interested
Like,
in
I was
listening to music more.
Yeah,
time in
I
class.
was all putting headphones in my blazer like
that
this.
stuff. That's the old school like that.
Yeah, I knew my work with.
I think I told you this story, but in year 11 in the science class as well, that science class was crazy. Like, but we done one Spartans thing, Spartans.
Yeah.
Ow,
Yeah.
ow. That one there, me and my brethren had to take the rap for the whole class. It was funny still, but because the whole it was in science, but the teacher is bad because the teacher was quite not a vulnerable teacher, but she was very chill in it. So I don't know if I was like, I'm gonna say Spartans, and everyone go, ow, I went Spartans. Everyone went, ow. She started crying.
Oh no.
Teacher started crying. She had a
Couldn't hack
boyfriend, and he was in the PE department, so he was on us and that. And I had to go speak to the deputy head, and that. It was funny. Me and one of my brethrens, but secondary school was fun, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I
You have to
miss
have them
it.
experiences.
I miss it so
I miss
much.
it. Like, that stuff built me. Like, I was I'm getting rubber bands, putting paper on it,
The
flicking
paper
at
ones, yeah.
teachers and that. Like, I was doing some wild
Compasses.
shit.
You use
Compasses,
compasses back in the
yeah.
arm.
I used to do super Bluetooth. Yeah, let me send you something on Bluetooth, and then I'm hacked into your phone. I'm making your phone ring and that.
Swear down.
Yeah, I was doing that.
Well, he was a
Complete.
troublemaker.
Like, I was-
Yeah, I know.
he-
He's been a troublemaker.
Like,
He got that twinkle in his eye, fam. He loves it.
No, but I was smart though. I was never dumb.
Yeah, no, you wasn't.
Like, even though like,
And I think that's why teachers got frustrated with you, because they saw your potential and you was acting like an idiot. So
but it was more that they just weren't on it. They weren't lit, man. All the lit teachers know my thing because they knew how to teach. Do you get me? There's a difference between teaching,
Yeah,
I
some
feel,
teachers didn't know
and
how to
just
teach.
reading a book. Like,
Yeah,
even
sure.
from going from school to college, like, it was just like a whole experience of, you don't really want to be here. You're
Yeah.
just getting paid.
Yeah.
You're just getting paid, and you're just giving me this, like, from studying media and stuff and doing what I'm doing, going into college and learning what I learned, it was like, I really knew more than my teacher at one point. And I was like,
Yeah.
how? You're meant to be the
Able to
GOAT.
teach
You're meant to
me,
be
yeah.
this person. Do you get what I mean?
it's mad. But Sam, what's coming up for you?
What's coming up?
Yeah.
Besides the headline.
besides the
It's
headline?
a good headline. A lot of new music. I want to approach it correctly. There's so much bangers there. We got the House of Pharaoh stuff, of course, we're gonna be releasing. There's quite a few collabs. Hopefully, we might get out this year. But and then a lot of festivals. Hopefully this summer. Yeah, festivals. We're gonna go crazy. You know, they need to see us there. A lot of dashing water in the crowd, pop some bottles. But yeah, man, just more experience, more growth. We hope to really keep building what we've already built, and take it there still. That's what we want to do. Yeah.
Where can everyone find you on socials?
Don't find me, man.
We want to find you.
Don't find me.
They want to find you.
SYWS LDN. You can find me Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, I think or YouTube. YouTube, SYWS, House of Pharaohs, the collective. You know what I'm saying? You're sleeping if you don't know. That's another thing. A lot of music coming from the gang, individuals as well as the group. Everyone should look out for. But tap in. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. We've been ahead. We're about to show you what's coming up still.
Trust me. A little bird said you back in the day you signed up for Raven. The CBC.
Guys, see, I'm not gonna tell Sashi anything anymore. Yeah, I did. So I got Raven, but my mum didn't want me to go over the summer.
Why?
She said it's like 6 weeks. Why they taking you there, Scotland? And she didn't trust it. So she's like, "You're not going." I was crying and yeah, I was like year 6 and in the hallway and that crying. Let me go. Yeah, like I want to go on Raven and that. But looking back at it, I'm not too fast.
My last question for you is: a lot of the songs on SoundCloud are very timeless.
Appreciate that.
Would you re-release any? Because I was listening to, what was it called? Audio Liquid.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a sound that people need to know. Like I'm not saying it's not there, but it's a very nice sound.
I think there comes a time in all artists where literally the SoundCloud stuff has to go on the social.
Yeah, I probably try to do it like what they I don't know what they call it, but I do probably something like an album where it says or SoundCloud.
Yeah, just like essentials. Or something.
And then it has everything, but it won't be it won't be a big thing out of it, and of course it has to backdate it on the socials, on the Spotify and stuff.
Because you got your unfinished archives on there, stuff with Apex, TM Biscuits, TFL.
Bro, that SoundCloud name make me tear up sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, fam. Because it's just oh man, I'm happy about that. It's just something I could look back on shit. This was really fun. You had a lot of fun doing this, and this is really cool. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like there was way more freedom.
Yeah, because he's learning. He's finding our way. Then it gets to the point where if you're trying to make money off it, you have to adjust. You just have to. You can still be 100% you, but you have to understand certain rules have to be abided. You know what I'm saying?
And meeting Apex, working with Apex, there was a lot of Apex, Tarek Disu, Danny Trust collabs then. That stuff is awesome, man.
Yeah, Apex is a talented artist. Shout out Lord Apex, man. He just dropped. I need to listen to his new thing. He just dropped. But we made a couple. We're gonna get back in as well. We were speaking the other day. And he came on tour with us, which was lit. He came to Bristol and Brighton. But yeah, shout out Apex, man.
Any Drake tapes?
Me and Baz got something for ya.
Yeah.
Me and Bazza, Blaze YL. Scary still.
Yeah. Well, it's finished, complete.
When you got it.
What, any more from Sam though? I want to hear Apex and Sam tape.
I was thinking about that. That could be cool. Wouldn't it make sense at the right time? I'm gonna hit him. But I'm sure that would make sense. Like you said, we've worked on a lot of stuff.
Naturally.
But Apex and the Sam tape will be cool. It's just about giving it in a way that people could adjust, digest it, and appreciate it. Because everyone's attention span is like this
really,
right
really
now.
small. Yeah.
That's the gap you got to get through for people to hear out your thing.
I feel you. But I feel like if you execute it well, which I know 2 creatives, on the high, yeah, it'd be crazy.
I appreciate that, bro.
Last thing would be just future collaborations, stuff you got in the pipeline, stuff you want to have. I want to hear Sam A2.
Yeah, me and T are cool, man. I think at the right time we're gonna kick something up. I don't know if there's this anxiety amongst London artists where it's everyone don't want to compromise too much, but it's everyone wants to keep their cards to their chest, but everyone wants to work as well. But it's the balance, because it's no one wants to do nothing. That's just gonna be what's the point of doing that? So everyone wants to be there. So I think like there's not that's why there's not so many features coming out. That's why there's not loads of tracks with this person or that person, although we're acquainted, it ain't happened. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know if it's like, oh, we should be giving the underground these collabs with us a lot, so it's like let's just stay cool and we keep staying in our own lane. But every artist feels different. Every artist feels like they're to get to what they want to achieve, they have to go their own way. But me and Two are cool. Like Two sent me some beats. We was in the booth as well. We just chilling. Like we just didn't cook up like that. So when the time comes, we'll cook up. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll release.
I feel
Two's a very talented artist. Very talented artist. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be paid all his respect. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it. I feel like it might not even be the anxiety. It might just be the appreciation of the actual collab. Because I feel like there's a lot of collabs that have gone on and they've not been appreciated.
Like
true. Even the 808 Inc. and SYWS, I feel like it's appreciated, but it's not. It
is, but you know why I didn't get appreciated? Like, you know what? Yeah, but I think it could have really surfaced, but like they didn't go about it right. Obviously, we spoke about it. There's a lot of things like as an artist to make the right decisions is not easy. Do you know what I'm saying? And say to do this and not, and I think that the choices that were made weren't right. Like the videos putting up and then taken down, and then we reshot one, and then it's one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just those little things, and that's what I'm trying to really make sure I'm able to really have control over when I'm releasing. But it's music. It's got to be spontaneous. It's got to be free. It's got to be real.
Epic. My last question before we wrap up was 100 Degrees, SYWS, Octavian.
Yeah.
Epic collab. How did that come about? Like, I kind of have a feeling I kind of know how it kind of came about. Obviously, Octavian came on the scene early. There was a brief shout out within one of his songs, which was epic. And then the song came, but that's a banger. Do you get what I mean? Just how the process came making that one.
Yeah, shout out Octo, man. We just linked up. Like we saw it. Shout out. You had a show. You set up the Rich Mix. So like, you're making sure I know Rich Mix. He's like, yeah, I know that one. He's waiting to hear that, innit? We had that show and he booked both of us. And like I said, this is when I kind of first started learning about his music. Of course, the shout out and stuff, and I fully come across it, but it's the first time I seen him live. So we spoke and he's like, yeah, man, let's chop it up. Like, I'm like, yeah, let's get it. He had a space that he was recording with J Rick. So I went there. It was kind of cray for me. But we went there, we cooked up 2 songs. It was lit. 100 Degrees, pretty simple. Like we just done our thing with vibes and we was chilling, smoking, and then recorded it, and then we actually released it. Then it got re-released because his circumstances changed, and then of course it just started well. And Octavian's rocketed, which it's really nice to see because he's a crazy artist. Do you know what I mean? And he's pretty much flying the flag to an extent. You know what I mean? Like, amongst other people, but it's important. It's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to sit down.
I need some food, bruv. I'm hungry.
Are you trying to do vegan?
I don't know. I went Cotton's the other day around there. You know, I was here the other day.
Tasty one.
Cotton's is decent because it's a pricey yard shop in it. So I was like, I didn't always avoided it, but I went there. Done me good.
You might have to bring me in still.
All right.
But yeah, that's it. The Mriamnext show. Myself, Mr. Mriamnext, Lashwanarose, the one and only, and we got the man himself.
Say that, the one and only. It's so cute.
Because there is only one. There is only one of you in it. Yeah. But yeah, the one and only, and we got the man himself, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
SYWS, House of Furs resident. Remember, go check the tape. Go check the tape.
All of that.
And yeah, man, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all of that BS, and comment below who you want next on this interview. You get me? UK, US, we'll try and do it. And yeah, follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. You'll find it. It's all there. Wow, all that bullshit, man. In a bit, my guys.
Feels
Love.
bad now.